Наша фортуна перед зеркальцем вертится, примерив часовой пояс верности смертницы. Помнишь, никто не верил, что мы вместе и женаты, но нам карты спутал неумелый престидижитатор. Знаешь, мне снилось, будто мы снова спали вдвоем. Спальный мешок, спальный вагон или спальный район. Царя спальня бельем и кутаясь спальным бельем. Я столько раз сказал спальня, что это двуспальный альбом. Мирон — это не псевдоним. Опять ночник над моей головой, круглый неон — это мой псевдоним. Ты мой серотонин, а не амброзия с нектаром. Я сказал железно все, но ты коррозия металла. Я все сижу и смотрю из окна, как гаснет небо. Хаслят малолетки с барсетками на велосипедах. Виноват или нет, я неважно, мы с тобой сироты, которым провели в интернет.
Did you move here in Miami first, or did you move somewhere else in the United States?
No, we moved to Washington, D.C. in 1997.
Do you go back and visit often?
Unfortunately not. I took my kids about 2 years ago, and then I hope maybe we can do it again. We try, it's not cheap. It's not cheap, and my husband doesn't want to be left out here by himself. He doesn't have enough vacation. But yes, I will tell you, last time when we went there, it was beautiful. It was just like when we were leaving the country, it was kind of depressed and hard, and you can see the hardship in people's eyes, and people were angry. I guess it was around 97, and then we left around 2007. It was kind of still hard, but when we visited it 3 years later, it was wow. Everybody was out, restaurants are full, theaters are full. Everybody's outside, everybody's happy. So.
Is there anything here that reminds you of Russia?
Of Russia? I mean, to be honest, I found Russia is also multicultural, like here.
How was it like becoming a citizen of the United States? Was it like hard, and what was the process?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't hard. I was really excited. Of course, I grew up in Russia during Soviet times, and I grew up listening to CNN and BBC mostly, and I was always kind of thinking how beautiful it would be to live in such a free country, and how wonderful. I was thinking, how would it be to grow your family in a country like America? Like, wouldn't be wonderful?
Are you happy about the election?
Where? About Trump?
Yeah.
About Trump? I cannot say I'm happy. I would say it's a careful optimism. Because when people voted for Obama, they also voted for change. They promised us change, and there was no change. Now, people voted for Trump because he's outsider of the establishment. He, with twice as less money, it's a shocking. I could never believe Trump could win. He had twice as less money. He didn't have support in any of the American institutions, no banking, no Wall Street, no media, nowhere. And that, to me, that shows me how the American people still think, and many of them understand what's going on with Hillary Clinton's, all the wars they're doing in the name of democracy. They're destroying the countries. They start civil wars, starting with Yugoslavia in 1998. Mm-hmm. And they were not bombing soldiers. They were not bombing military units. They were bombing cities and schools. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, sure.
I'm emotional about it, but I was shocked. For me, it was like my first call. What's going on? They're Democrats. We're for freedom. What are they doing? Why are they taking sides in the conflict that's not theirs?
What do you miss about your homeland, Russia?
I miss my parents because they still live there, and I also have a brother there. So my immediate family from Belarus, they haven't moved here. It's just me and the family that I created here. But
Are you in contact with them?
of course, Viber, internet really helps. When I just came here in 2003, it was really expensive to communicate with your parents, and I called my mom only once a month because they didn't have a computer back then. They didn't have internet in 2003. Now, of course, they do, but back then it was really hard to communicate. And right now, we call each other every day on Viber and send messages and pictures, and they also visit now once a year.
Oh, that's nice.
What pulled you to come here? Like, why did you move to the U.S. and what pushed you away from Russia?
Okay, so it wasn't like really my decision because I was still little. My parents really dreamed of me going and getting an education in America, because with an American education, you basically have a passport to anywhere in the world. With this education, I could get a job in Australia, New Zealand, or Europe, or here if I want to stay. So they basically gave me a good education and therefore freedom to choose the lifestyle that I want. It was never my plan to come and just stay, you know? I just happened to stay. But yeah, so basically it was my parents' desire to send me to study.
Did you learn English when you came here, or did you know it in Russia already?
No, I had to know it in order to be accepted to college. So I still had some barrier, you know, because of the American accent, because we studied British English, you know, like classical, and some words were different here, and pronunciation in America, it was challenging at first.
Did you come straight from Russia to Miami?
What do you think life in the U.S. would be like?
At that time when I came, there were no like shopping malls back at home, so I really liked, you know, going shopping. I really liked that even at a young age, I visited America when I was like 13, 14. I could babysit and earn my own money at home. It was not possible for young teenagers to find a job. And I really like an opportunity that I could, you know, have the freedom to go and make some money on the side, like, you know, babysitting and stuff. So, and also I like that the freedom you feel in colleges, you can express your own opinion, you can raise a hand and like argue with the professor, no problem. At home, you have to sit still and like don't express your opinion. It's not appreciated there. That's why everybody is very shy at home. But here, you like have the freedom basically. Only here in America, I discovered my true personality and who I was. Because at home, it was like suppressed by like strict teachers in school. So I really like the American education system. It's great.
What challenges did you face adjusting from life in the U.S.?
Well, lack of communication with my families, of course. Not everybody would accept you to their circle. It was like in high school, basically. You know, you had to be like a cool kid. And I don't think we were that cool because we were like weird, you know. We were too shy, too like proper. When we went to a party and they asked, guys would offer us beer, we would be like, oh, we're not 21 yet. We will be deported from the country if we drink beer. And we would just drink water. So people were like kind of thinking that we're like too proper and stuff.
What do you think it means to be American?
I think it means to be accepting of other cultures and not discriminate against different religions and political views, to be accepting.
What advice would you give to someone moving to the U.S.?
Advice, I would probably say, do not move to DC because it's very expensive. Move to like Colorado or like Washington State, like where Seattle is, or don't move to like New York, San Francisco, DC because it's unreasonably expensive. Move to somewhere nice where you can grow a family, where daycare is not affordable. Then their life will be more pleasant.
Jewish! It's Jewish, Emily.